Hello, hi guys, Ivy here, and let's get planning. So, March, I'm going to continue on this series where January was tarot, February was crystals, and March is going to have astrology zodiac vibes. And throughout, I've kept a pretty consistent celestial feel to it, and I really like how this has turned out so far. And even though I only meant it to be for the first 3 months, I'm kind of thinking of extending it for a fourth month. I really like how my journal looks really cohesive, but I'm still able to explore different themes each month. So on this first page, I've kept it doing borders on the top and bottom with a quotation in the middle. And I'm just using Tombo's a black zebra Sarasa gel pen, a black pentel slime brush pen, and a gold pentel pen to decorate my March cover. And here I've just doodled a Gemini constellation at the top, but you could put your star sign constellation to personalize it. And the quotation I've chosen for the middle says, "Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together," which I thought was a really subtle tie to this idea of astrology and fate. Okay, so now that that's done, I've just popped a few little doodles of gems at the bottom just to jazz up the lower border. Okay, now on the opposite page, I'm doing borders that look a little bit more Art Deco or tarot-like, which harks back to January, which I realize I've not shown, but I will do a video flip through in the future of my first 3 months to show the after the pen situation, like how I filled it in. I'm just popping in a little calendar here. How are we already at March? I have no idea. So when I was looking for ideas for this month, I found a lot of these astrology chart wheels. So I've done a really pared back version here for the center of my spread. Oh, and I also decorated above the wheel with these decorative arrows and wrote March in gold stylized capital letters in the middle. Oh, and then my Tamagotchi was beeping to be fed. Yes, the wheel. I kind of regret how I coloured in the edge. I wanted to gradient the colours, but it didn't work out exactly how I'd planned. But anyways, each segment of the wheel is for each sign of the Zodiac. So I've just popped the Zodiac symbol. And the hardest thing about this spread is probably getting 12 evenish segments in that circle without a protractor, which reminds me I must remember to pick one up for future segmenting. I don't know if you guys twist your books all the way around to draw or letter in certain directions, but I am clearly a fan, so sorry if it's annoying to watch. I've just done a little boo-boo where when I did the circles I overlapped it a bit, so I'm just using a bit of white pen to try and make that a single circle rather than having that double vision type effect. Now I'm just going to be erasing all my pencil marks and title page done. Next is my monthly spread, and I'm sticking with doing this open grid, and each box is 6 spacings across and 5 down. You can see I've left a border at the top and the bottom. And to fill in the grid, I'm using various Tombows and blue and purple tones. So in this top left corner, I'm hand lettering March in capital letters with a gel black pen. Because I made a little bit of a boo-boo, I decided to pop in a little shadow on the lettering so I could thicken up a couple of the lines. Next, filling in the calendar by simply writing the date and letter to signify the day of the week. And now I'm using this washi I showed in my AliExpress haul at the top. Just going to cut that to size. And today I'm having TWG Mon Amour black tea, which is sweet and kind of fruity. It's really nice. And at the bottom, I'm using this washi I already had in my stash. And both washis are navy with gold foil details, so they kind of match each other. So to the right of the calendar, I've just done some really simple doodles of the Chinese zodiac animals, because that's still zodiac, right? And I was actually inspired by an anime that I absolutely love called A Fruits Basket, as that series is all about the zodiac animals, and one of the characters actually paints little stones just like each of these animals. And I'm just using my Tombows to colour them in. So some of you might have noticed that I put a little cat at the bottom, which is not normally part of the Chinese zodiac. And this top spot looked a bit bare, so I've just penned in a little onigiri rice ball. And both of these details are for the real Fruits Basket fans out there. Okay, so for my next page, this will be my spending log and brain dump page. I'm doing it very similar to my previous months, but as you can see on my spending log, I didn't drop the lines all the way down the page, but instead made them look like strings with stars tied to the ends. And I'll be using these Zodiac washi stickers I got in my AliExpress haul. And here I've popped in Pisces and Aries and are penning in the dates for that zodiac and a handful of words to describe people that fall under those zodiac signs. To add some colour, I've just put this Starry Sky washi at the top and at the bottom. And now erasing, and done. Okay, this next page is very text heavy, so I decided to highlight the zodiac signs that myself and my husband are on this spread. So using my pentel brush pen, I'm lettering Gemini and Taurus. And here I'm just sticking down the corresponding washi stickers, and we'll pop a very lengthy description on how brilliant Geminis are, and also some info specific to a female with a Taurus cusp Gemini, which is exactly what I am. So underneath that, I put some tips for a relationship between the signs. For example, we should make plans together and keep them, which is Bullet Journal 101 tip. And if you were curious, I've just lifted all this information from a random astrology site online. Then I added some sparkle flourishes with my Tombos and a gold pen across the 2 pages just to jazz them up a little bit. So you can see that I left the top and bottom bare for, you guessed it, washi tapes. So using this Card Captor Celestial one at the top, and then this purple tape at the bottom. I just thought it really completed the page. Okay, my first weekly spread. So I normally do my bullet journal with Monday as the first day, so I'm just going to tack the 1st of March, which is a Sunday, onto this spread. So I've just brushed lettered in calligraphy March at the top there, and then I'm just going to add a little gold pen accent. And then just popping my habit tracker right underneath. I somehow forgot that I totally added Sunday, so it's not on my habit tracker. For the boxes this month, this week, I've done these rather random rectangles, and the outline is dashed in blue purple tones with intermittent gold stars to make them look like constellations. For the date, I've used a light blue Tombow to write the date in alphabet letters and have written in cursive the letter of the day on top in black. So in this space on the bottom right, I'm putting in a gratitude tracker to pop in something I'm thankful for each day. And in these two remaining boxes, I'm going to put in the details for the Zodiac signs Cancer and Leo. Now with the gaps remaining, I decided to put little swatches of washi to add some colour. And here I realised I hadn't left enough room above the Cancer sticker, so I just removed it and stuck it a bit further down to make a bit of room. And lastly, I've just added some sparkles just to fill the space. Okay, so now a spread for the 9th to the 15th of March. I hand-lettered March in the top left corner and popped in these planet washi stickers. Now I've split the spread into 4 columns. The first column I'm putting a habit tracker and a gratitude tracker. And in the other columns, I'm popping a line of light blue for each day's heading, which I then lettered in black gel pen. Okay, and on this page, like the others, I'm going to be highlighting two Zodiac signs. So for this page, it will be Virgo and Libra. So I'm just popping in the stickers and descriptions in those spaces that I left. And again, just adding a few sparkle details in blue and a grey gel pen. And voila, all done. A super easy spread. So just flipping through now, here is my setup for March. And I really liked how it turned out actually. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe and like if you liked it. Bye!